Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jonathan, and to my returning subscribers, welcome back, my friends. Welcome back. In today's video, I want to talk about why you should trust in the process moving forward. Let's get started. Over the past weekend, I rode an emotional high followed by an emotional low as far as what is currently happening all around the world right now. And Saturday, the emotional high was seeing this manifestation where individuals are beginning to awaken. Individuals are realizing about all this fear that's being instilled in the media and are letting go of the fear and are moving forward out of love. But then on Sunday, a friend sent me an attachment, and this broke my heart. His friend sent me an attachment of a woman that just gave birth to a child. Okay, this child was 6 days old. Child was taken out of the hospital. She had to go back in for some tests or go back in for something. And they wanted to test her for the coronavirus. The only person that this child was in contact with was the mother. Yet, they refused to test the mother. And then the mother refused to allow her child to get tested. I would have refused absolutely too. So now what are they doing? This child and this mother, even though they have no signs of the virus whatsoever, is having to go to a certain section of the hospital for individuals who have the virus. And that's the thing. Moving forward, you're going to be really quickly noticing who has lost their soul, who is just taking orders and following through with them. And as I finished watching this video, I decided I'm going to send out blessings to the child. I'm going to pray for this child to be okay over the next 14 days. And I'll be honest with you, it is going to get worse before it gets better. But it has to continue to get worse for more people to wake up and finally realize, you know what? Instead of sitting and watching that news for half an hour, I'm going to do my own research. And what's important for us light workers is to continue to let our light shine for all the right reasons. Continue to move forward out of compassion and understanding. Let go of judging others and continue to raise our own vibration. And now is the time. Now is the time to tune in, to tap into what it is that you enjoy doing, because that's what's going to help raise up your vibration. As you do so, you're going to notice people around you are going to get affected. You're going to notice that you're going to be triggering other individuals to begin to have their own spiritual awakening. And from now until the end of the year, you're going to notice that things are going to be amping up. You're going to be noticing that individuals are going to be getting triggered a lot easier, because at a certain point there's only so much that we're able to take. Look at how much freedom we have voluntarily given away. Think about it. Each and every single one of you are watching this right now. During the springtime, you were under house arrest. But moving forward, what's really important is individuals begin to do their own research. Individuals let go of the mainstream media and start to do their own research. This is extremely crucial, to just stop automatically always listening to exactly what the media is saying and do your own research in order to confirm it for yourself. Because it's like about a month ago, there was a party. Okay, a bunch of kids, 143 kids or something, like 150 kids, were having a party. Yet within 12 hours, the media reported that there was 83 new virus cases related to this party. Yet I went on the WHO official site, and it takes 4 to 5 days before you're going to even be able to test positive for this, and it stays in your body for 14 days. Yet the media, within a 12-hour span, were able to identify that there was something like, I think it was like 83 new cases out of this. And that's why it's important to let go of the media, do your own research, continue to eliminate what no longer serves you, and trust in the process. Trust that we are moving as far as the collective in the right direction. It's just, it is going to take more time, patience, and understanding, and especially compassionate. You're going to have to be more compassionate towards others, because some individuals, it's going to take a lot more before they actually have their awakening. It's going to take a lot more for them to start to realize, okay, maybe I shouldn't just be listening to the official narrative. Maybe I should be doing my own research and coming up with my own conclusions. And moving forward, what's going to be important is getting out in nature if you're able to, disconnecting for a short period of time. I've been doing some camping over the past summer, and I've noticed campsites have been filled. They are packed. Individuals just want to get out of the city and are drawn to nature. And as you do this, for those of you who are wondering, what's my life purpose? Those of you wondering, how am I able to help? What actions am I able to take in order to help as far as the overall collective? You're going to find your answers. And no matter how little of a deed that you do, no matter how little of a deed that you're doing for others, helping others uplift themselves, you're making a big difference as far as the overall collective. Because think about how many thousands, not even thousands, how many hundreds of thousands, if not already in the millions, as far as individuals who've had their awakening, who are helping raise the overall collective, the vibration of the overall collective. And that is how we're going to achieve the great awakening. We don't need to have 100% of the population wake up. We need to get a certain percentage, and others are naturally going to get triggered by this. And as we move forward, it's going to be extremely important as far as your advancement on your spiritual journey to start to trust that guidance over rationally thinking. Start to trust your intuition, the compass of life, over your rational thinking. And you're going to see as you start to do this, because sometimes the life lesson that must be learned is just simply remaining present and being patient as far as allowing divine timing for your manifestation, or divine timing for whatever it is that you need to move forward to come forth. And it's only by letting go, remaining present, keeping yourself grounded, letting go of any of those anxious thoughts, any of those worries as far as how is this going to come forth, when is this going to come forth, is it already too late for this manifestation to come forth? Because you're going to see, once you start to trust, once you allow that faith to grow, and especially when you feel that spiritual connection, there's no doubt in your mind. Allow the time it needs to come forth. Follow that intuition. When you're seeing those signs, when you're seeing those synchronicities, follow that intuition. It's just like last week. When I drive, I love to just think about life. Just think about the important things. And then all of a sudden, I see a license plate on a car. It says, "Believe in you." That was one sign. Let me know, you know what? Things might not be progressing as fast as I'd like them to, but continue to allow my faith to grow. Continue to allow that inner knowing to grow in order to move forward, and just remain present, have that patience, and allow that divine timing for my manifestation to come. That's the wonderful part about the spiritual awakening process, because we all go through it differently. And right now what I'm noticing is a lot of individuals are just beginning to question the way that they live. This past weekend, on Saturday, I had a birthday party for my son. Okay? And we're at the campsite, but then I went for a golf cart ride just to show the campsite to my friend. And this person, very well structured as far as, this person from a very young age knew what he wanted to do. He created the business he wanted to have. He has become extremely successful. His family life is going good. But he's finding that he's having to put too much time and energy into running his business. And his goal is for next summer is to try to have July and August off, as far as being able to take the fifth wheel and just go camping, just go explore the country. Because he's beginning to realize that as much as money is important, at a certain point you must find that balance between your family life and your professional life. And for him, that's how he's beginning to have his spiritual awakening. It's just about realizing what is truly important in life. And you're going to notice individuals around you, you're gonna start to have finally those deep, meaningful conversations. And when you do, you don't have to mention anything about spirituality or having faith or anything like this, but help guide them in the right direction. Especially for those of you, my empaths, those of you able to sense out the energies of other individuals. You can sense out in their heart, this is exactly what they want. And that's what I did. Started to guide them, saying, okay, well, guess what? You've almost got 1 full year in order to restructure your company. Therefore, you're going to be able to have that time off. And not only this, are you able to, like, just think about it, if he's giving up 2 months, 2 months, that's 15% of his annual income. So is there any way he's able to restructure things where he can go with 15% less? And I'm going to be real honest, like he says, his company has never been so busy. People right now aren't moving. People are renovating, or else, you know, they're waiting to see what is going to happen. So whoever comes up to you, try to guide them in order to find that perfect balance. And as far as your mission, as far as the path that you're on, trust in the process, be patient, allow that divine timing to come, especially if you have that spiritual connection. If you feel that spiritual connection, you're being protected, you're being guided, you're being loved, and you're being nurtured and encouraged by an army of angels. Well, that's going to do it for the video. Allow your light to shine for all the right reasons. If you're feeling remotely stressed out, get yourself out in nature, get yourself grounded. Allow those thoughts, any type of worry, any type of anxiety, any type of stress, allow it to melt away. And then just either sit there or walk quietly through the forest, as an example, and allow that guidance, that idea to come through. But once it does, start acting. Start pushing forward as far as this idea without any fear whatsoever. Let go of any fear of others judging you. Let go of any fear of not being successful. Let go of any fear as far as not knowing all the next steps to take. What's important is to know the next step to take and wait for that guidance to come forward. Allow your intuition to continue to guide you on your journey. Well, that's going to do it for the video. I love you guys. You guys have an awesome day. Namaste.